All right, week 6. It's safe to say that Zeke has some electrifying stories from during the day that started as early as about 9:23 a.m. Eastern time. During that, some atrocity of a game that was the Jets and Broncos from Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in the United Kingdom.
That was not a football game. I don't know what that was. That was a joke.
That was a rugby match.
That was awful. Okay. And they always schedule the bad games to go over there, obviously, because they want to send the best of their best. But dude, the Jets, I'm sorry, might be one of the sorriest organizations I've ever watched attempt to play football,
or any sport for that matter.
Again, Justin Fields, 38 passing yards as a starting quarterback in the NFL. Should never happen. That is so pathetic. So, and it's the same thing I've always said about Justin Fields, dude. The guy can't read a defense. He looks lost. He's looking all around like, is anybody open? Is it? Garrett Wilson's right in front of your face, pal. It's a mess, dude. It's such a mess. I don't know. God bless any Jets fan, because let me tell you, there's no light at the end of that tunnel.
You're gonna be in that bitch forever. It's been since 2010 that they've played in a playoff game, which was that AFC Championship year, and it's gonna be a very long time until we see it again. I think because it's
very long time.
That's what we saw today was that team just looked lost, just like in all facets of the game. It looked like they hadn't practiced a single fucking snap the entire week.
Yep.
Justin Fields looks puzzled. Garrett Wilson's flipping out on the sidelines at Aaron Glenn. You want to know how many yards per? This is how bad their offensive line was today. Justin Fields got sacked 9 times.
Yep.
And you want to know how many yards per carry Breece Hall had?
Go ahead.
2.7.
That's right. Not good. Not good enough. And I gotta say, Denver looked like they were sleepwalking in that game too, because. My God, they looked a mess too.
I'll be honest. I think that Denver is one of the most fickle teams in the NFL. I think they have incredible upside.
Yeah.
But they also have incredible downside. Like they're really one of those teams that you never know what you're gonna get week in and week out. I think year 2, Bo Nix has not really taken that next leap that we've kind of expected him to take. Like a lot of missed throws, a lot of missed opportunities. The accuracy can be off at times. Even today it was mid 19 for 30, 174 yards. Your boy J.K. Dobbins.
That is my boy. He's been having a good year.
He was what Zeke woke up to this morning, if you want to elaborate.
It was not good. Not good. 5 yards, damn it. 5 yards. Unbelievable.
He had 40 for the whole game. 2.9 yards per carry. So not much better on that end of things. It was
awful.
This game was a real stinker. But if you are the Broncos and you look at this thing, I mean, you escaped. You went overseas. You escaped with a win. You're 4-2. Like it's good. You've got to cherish that. But it was a struggle of a game against by far the worst team in the NFL.
Well, it was one of those spots, dude. You have the comeback win against Philly. They down 17-3 last week. They come back. They win that, right? That's all great. Everything's spirits are high, whatever. But then you got to travel all the way to London. And then you're playing the 0-5 Jets. You automatically this is gonna be a cakewalk. They didn't even realize they were playing football today. So
no, it was they absolutely it seems like shell shocked. But both teams just looked lethargic. It felt like they woke up as we did for to play football this morning. And I put that little skit out this morning of me pouring whiskey in my coffee watching this game. And you know what? That's exactly what I needed. And if I were a Jets fan today, I'd be pouring some Everclear in there. I think at this point. And No, we were talking about earlier today issues with the Jets with clock management.
Yeah, that whole issue before the half. I mean, you go for it. You go for a fake punt on 4th and 1, right? You're like, okay, so clearly they have intentions of they're trying to move down the field. They then proceed to pretty much just run the clock out. What was the point?
that was unfucking believable.
The guy, Rich Eisen's in the booth, like, I'm speechless on this one. Yeah, no shit.
and it's not often you get a long tenured commentator like that to be completely speechless on a play, but nonetheless, they achieved it.
It was bad, dude. It was bad. So that was the great start to a sloppy day yet again.
Yeah, today was last Sunday was definitely more electrifying. I would say than this one was.
Yeah,
it was at 13-11 the final score. That the Jets had 82 yards of offense. Think about it. A football field is 100 yards. The Jets didn't even gain a full football field today. Nope. In all 4 quarters, I'm fucking speechless. You know it's something here though, folks. If you're tuned in here. You make it Zeke Wager to say something nice about not only the New England Patriots, but the New York Giants too. That may happen today.
I can promise you that will not happen. Not on this show, not in this lifetime.
Because those New England Patriots look like they are turning the corner, baby. And
they struggled a lot of that game with the Saints today.
They closed the casket though.
Yeah, I would hope so. And Spencer Rattler. Thanks. Good Lord.
I just want to hear you say something good about one of those teams because I just think it would be hilarious.
Well, luckily for you, that won't happen.
Well, speaking of, not something good, but we're gonna go to Miami to talk about what happened today with the Dolphins and the Chargers. A very, very, very interesting game. That's the Dolphins led at the half, and then the Chargers went on to have a 14-point third quarter. Tua and the Dolphins are playing from behind a lot in the fourth quarter, and so Tua trying to press, getting the Dolphins back in this thing. Dolphins take the lead late in this, and then the Chargers, like I said, close the casket. And so, what are as a Dolphins fan, what are your thoughts on this one?
For one, there's no way the Chargers at the end of that game. I'm sorry, there's no way a team should win that. No. But yet again, I told people all year, Miami has nobody at corner. They've got Rasul Douglas, Jack Jones, Ethan Bonner. I mean, listen, it's bad, dude. It's bad.
Jack Jones is got to get together too, man. That's a guy.
Who?
Jack Jones has got to get his fucking shit together.
Guy's a bum. It's just it's the continuation of the same things that you knew was going to happen going into the year. I've said it all year when it comes to the secondary. It's a liability. They didn't take care of it. It's sad. It's pathetic. Yet again, the run defense looked poor. Yet again, which blows my mind because that defensive line is full of really good players, especially when last year, we were a pretty damn good defense. So it's tough, and obviously with everything going on, it's yet again they flew the banner over with the fire McDaniel, fire Greer, blah blah blah. It's hard because a lot of people will look at this and obviously blame will always go to the quarterback. And yes, Tua had a sloppy game, threw a lot of picks today. There's a lot of reasons for that, good and bad, but overall, Tua, when it mattered the most, put that team in the position to win, and his defense let him down. That's happened to him not just today. I can think of multiple times. The Buffalo game last year, Atlanta a couple years ago, actually Buffalo twice in Buffalo. That's happened a lot to Tua.
The Jacksonville game, the London game a few years ago.
Yep. It's just yes, he did not have a great day. I am fully aware of that. But the kid can only do so much as well. I mean, I don't know if you saw the clip last week. Now, Aaron Brewer, our center, who I really like, he has a pectoral injury, and quite honestly, I was surprised he even played today. But last week, you could tell he was playing hurt. Dude, he got spun around and pretty much sacked Tua himself. I love Aaron Brewer. I think he's a really good center, but yeah, it's just everything's just not. It's not flowing. Tua came out today and said that players aren't showing up to player meetings, and it's just it sounds like it's just all unraveling, and it's been that way. It's going to continue to be that way, And yes, I want them fired, but at the same time, you know how that goes with the whole. You can fire whoever you want. It's about who are you going to hire. You can keep firing and starting over and over. If you're not putting the right guys in position, it doesn't really matter anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't have confidence in Stephen Ross to do that. So today was another rough day. Today, as a Dolphin fan, it's another game. The Dolphins should have won that game. They should have won that game.
I thought they iced it. I mean, the Dolphins drove right down the field, like less than a minute to go, and I was like, and it was within 2 passes, and the Chargers are already down the other side of the field. I'm like, this is unfucking believable.
Yeah, and you see guys like Devon Achane, who's yet again over 100 yards. Like he's having a great year, but nobody's talking about it because of the situation right now, and it's hard. I don't know what it's going to take to fix it down there. Now the Chargers, I mean, they've got their own issues that they have to kind of start around here.
Personnel issues.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it doesn't matter how good your coaching staff is when you have as many injuries on the O line that they have. I mean, there's only so much you can do at O line, running back. Like it is what it is. Like they're doing the best of what they got, but it's tough out there. It's tough sledding for the Chargers right now.
I will be honest though, a silver lining for them today was Mr. Kamani Vidal.
Yes.
You know how many rushing yards he had?
It was I want to say it was over 70, right?
124.
Yeah, it was well over that. Yeah.
He torched today.
I'm just happy it was him instead of that jackass,
the Michigan
Haskins. Yeah, we don't respect you that go to the University of Michigan around here.
That's fair. Neither do I. That's so we can definitely agree on that. But there's the theme of this weekend in college football, anyways, has been coaches getting fired. I mean, we have Trent Dilfer, we have James Franklin. I had to go live for that this afternoon. That was something.
Love it.
The Oregon State head coach, who I can't think of, got fired this weekend too. And so that brings me to the question: is that just in the air right now? And will that be the case tomorrow morning in Miami?
I don't know if it'll be the case yet. I think obviously, it's got to be coming. There's no way that they can continue to do what they're doing. It's just not. They can't save it. There's no saving it. So you got to rip the Band-Aid off. And you're getting close to the trade deadline. This is where, at this point, this is where it starts to, you start to kind of realize what it is for the year. So you will start to see those types of things going down, and I don't know. I hope they do it sooner rather than later. Just got to do it. And so help me. I sent you this text last week. I swear to you, and I don't think it'll happen. I really don't, because nobody likes Rex. Rex Ryan doesn't even like Rex Ryan. If he somehow gets into that building, let me tell you, I'm going on strike.
I think and I've said this to you a lot. I think that should be the point where you change teams.
I'll never change teams, but I'm going on a strike. You're not getting $1 out of me.
You should go down to. So you're doing the same thing I'm doing to the Yankees right now. If that happened, I'm not on strike, but I'm not buying any merchandise or going to any games until Boone and Cashman are gone.
Until it's fixed. That's right.
That's right. Right now, I'm fucking A. I mean, to get as far as we have, and or to spend the money that we spent, and to go down there, and as a Dolphin fan, you went down there, bought food, to spend $24 on slimy fucking chicken tenders, and then watch what the fuck happened this year. Yeah, I feel the way I do for a reason, and Zeke can attest to those chicken tenders because he was not happy.
Those ones at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. How dare you serve those fucking things? I mean, you're the New York freaking Yankees, and that's what you're serving?
You're giving me slimy tenders? Like, fuck.
It was so disgusting. It was disgusting.
All right, let's talk a really interesting game in the 1 o'clock window here. Colts mania lives on
Oh my God.
as the Daniel Jones resurrection tour continues as the Colts are now 5-1 and just barely escaped Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals at home today. Your boy Blue Eyed Seth is happy. This is our Colts. This is our team.
I hate that kid. Hate him. Hate him.
Did you see how he throws the football through the light beam now? I love it.
He's the halftime show most weeks. It's like we couldn't splurge a little, or that's what we're doing.
Him and Daniel Jones are the guiding coalition of this team right now. What a fucking story. What a state for Indiana that. And you got Kurt Signetti. It says what a fucking state it is right now.
Listen, today was the first day that I actually watched the Colts. Because, I got the boxes up, whatever.
Yeah.
And I had the Colts on a parlay, whatever. Today was the first time I've watched them. And I'm sorry that I did. Now, you saw the whole accident with Ward before the game, right?
Yeah, he got fucking knocked out in pregame warm-ups.
Him and Anthony Richardson both got hurt pregame. It's like, all right, it was just kind of, already a bad omen going into it. And man, let me tell you, that defense, that Colts defense, is awful.
Yeah, it's cost them.
Jacoby was dropping dimes in there, and I got a lot of respect for Jacoby Brissett, but come on, like he's an older man, and he was dotting them up though. They were
320 passing yards.
Dude, Trey McBride was doing his thing today. The Colts could not stop him. They couldn't stop him.
He was wide open. Him and Zay Jones.
Yep.
We're fucking balling today.
You got Jacoby dropping some 50-50 balls up there. They felt like they were coming down with it every time. It's like, dude, this defense can't make a stop. That game was a mess. I don't know. The Colts, I have no faith in whatever the hell they got going on. I don't care about 5-1. Reality will slap them in the face. And, at least it was somewhat of a – it was entertaining because it was tight. For your average fan who, doesn't have money out of it, it was an entertaining game.
Yeah, just from a pure football standpoint, it was a fun game to watch.
Yeah. Tyler Warren, again, proves why he is – what we thought he was going to be, and he's a hell of a ball player. I love watching Tyler Warren.
He's incredible.
Good, hell of a draft pick. They definitely hit on that one. He'll be good there for a long time. Jonathan Taylor's having a really great year, which I'm happy for him because, he had that really good year a few years back, and then he got banged up a lot. But overall, in Arizona, hell, Jacoby looked better than Kyler Murray.
Which he did though. It's fucking crazy to say he played a bad secondary today, but he did.
He did. Jacoby looked better. He looked more in command than that little Kyler Murray that I hate, who runs around with the ball in one hand, just wobbling around all over the place. It's like
he does not talk. He does not. He runs around like this all the time. And I'm like, slap it, slap that bitch, slap that bitch.
Yeah.
Get that thing out.
Yep.
So that's that. Side note, Jonathan Taylor. I love seeing running backs get healthy because it's a position. Saw the whole thing a couple of years ago with teams wanting to pay them less and this and that, and then I think that Saquon, Christian McCaffrey in 23, and then Saquon and Derrick Henry last year really reset the market and proved the value of the running back once again. And now to see Jonathan Taylor healthy and not, I don't think that gets talked about enough. I think that Daniel Jones is the hot button thing to talk about, and it's great. I'm happy to see him go to another organization, have success, and kind of find himself again because he is an above-average quarterback who can hit you with both his arm and his legs. So I'm happy to see him be in a spot where he's finally thriving. But I want to hear more about Jonathan Taylor because I think that's the real story of what's opened up the passages. It's just him being healthy, being available, and being fresh. I think has been huge for this Colts team. And I agree with you. I think Daniel Jones is like a Sam Darnold, where he's going to have a great run here. And I think that the Colts can do enough to get them into the playoffs because they already have 5 wins. So they don't have to do really much more. I think they can get in. But I think that they're like that 6 or 7 seed, they get knocked out first round by Buffalo or Kansas City. Because I think that's who will be your top 2 seeds at the end of the day. And that's where I kind of stand on that. And now talk about the inverse of the Colts record. 5-1, the 1-5 Baltimore Ravens, going into their bye week, and now Lamar Jackson is slated to come back here in 2 weeks. Do you think that he and this Ravens team have enough left in the tank to right the course and get them into the playoffs, or do you think this is a lost season?
I don't know, man. I mean,
because I don't want to doubt them, but at the same time, 1-5 is a fucking.
The rest of the schedule isn't terrible, but it's also, I mean, it's a steep hole. It's hard, but I think they went into this week with the intention to lay down. Go into the bye week. They got some defensive guys back this week, but go into the bye week, get a little healthy, get back for the last, for the stretch of the season, and just call it for what it is. I think. I don't know. At this point, I'd probably have to push him out.
Yeah.
Which is obviously crazy because, I mean, and of course, how I feel about Lamar. I didn't want to do it. I just felt like I refused to pick Buffalo. So, I put Baltimore into the Super Bowl because,
Yeah, how about that Super Bowl pick, baby? My Bills.
Yeah, so it's obviously, and I didn't really want to do that, but I can't take Buffalo and Kansas City. Could happen, but it's just whatever. So it's not looking good for them. It's I mean today, dude, they get all the way down there and they get stuffed on 4th and goal after getting stuffed on 2nd and 3rd. It's just like, can you guys do anything? And Cooper Rush, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that guy's
whatever little magic he had, that's Skip Bayless's boy, by the way.
Yeah, well, that tells you everything you need to know.
So, that little magic he had in Dallas, yeah, that's no longer there. So.
Skip Bayless is also the guy that'll sit there and tell you that Dak Prescott is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. So I'm not gonna take anything that man says very seriously. The Rams, this was a gritty one. It wasn't really sexy at all. Like it's
no.
A W's a W, I guess. I mean, Tyler Higbee was their top receiver at 40 yards today. So I mean,
yeah, this is like the first week he's really done anything.
And they had 6 penalties. I'm seeing here. Baltimore dominated time possession.
Yep.
Which is interesting. Had way more plays, but they only got 3 from it, and the Rams escape. I would say here, 17-3. How about them Panthers?
Man, I really wish Rico Dowdle would have just got a little bit more, just get over that 200. That's dude. Back-to-back weeks, Rico Dowdle had 200 yards. Can you believe that?
He's on one right now. He's one of the top rushers in the NFL right now. He's on one.
He's on one now. He went back to back against 2 of the worst rush defenses in the league, but 200 yards still 200 yards.
It's pretty fucking good. I mean, going up against any NFL team, that's damn good. And Bryce Young, 3 touchdown passes today. Like I think he's looking more comfortable than he has in his entire NFL career over these past couple weeks, and so. I don't know about you, but I think that if you're a Carolina fan, there's a little something to start to be happy about here. I mean, it's not. I don't want to jump the gun too fast, but they're at 3-3, and this is an inflection point. I mean, I could see Carolina going on a run here.
Well, see, that's why it's good that I'm here because you and me, you could be the good guy today. I'll continue to be the bad guy. I love being the bad guy. The Panthers, Quite honestly, Bryce Young, I will never have faith in Bryce Young. I'm sorry. I won't. I don't care. I don't care what happened last week. I don't care what happened this week. Congratulations. It's bad defenses. I'm going to be Mr. Negative. I'm not going to be Mr. Positive with this shit. I'm going to call it how it is. Carolina sucks. Think what you want. Think about, well, they put up this, they put up that, and look at the rushing game. Listen. We know what the reality is, and when reality hits you, life sucks,
and then you die.
So it's be happy. Okay, I'm happy for him. That's great. Whatever. A buddy of ours lives down there, so happily for him, he can enjoy winning. I guess 3-3, whatever you want to call it. It's not going to matter at the end of the day. It's not going to matter.
Look, hear me out here. I think that they can win 3 of the next 5 games.
Oh, my God. Who are they playing?
You know who their opponent is?
Who are they playing?
The ungodly New York Jets.
Oh, my God.
They're going to win 3 straight. And then they're going to have all of that momentum to host the Bills.
Well, they'll lose that one.
I think they'll lose that one. That's fair. And then they go up to Green Bay.
They'll lose that one.
I think they'll lose that one. But then they host the Saints.
Listen, I don't like the Saints. Saints suck. But let me tell you, they don't lay down. I will at least give them that. They refuse to just lay down.
Than they've had these past couple of years, and I can respect that.
Yes.
And then they go on the road to play Atlanta, who they already destroyed this year.
Yeah, don't remind me.
And then it gets tougher. Then they have to go to San Fran. They host the Rams. They go to the Saints, and then they save the best for last. Bucs, Seahawks, Bucs. And so I ultimately think they miss the playoffs. But there's gonna be a little beam of sunshine here for the next month, I think, for the Panthers, and then
where's that Seattle game?
It's at Bank of America.
Okay. Either way, they suck.
And then how about Dallas? Dallas is the most unbalanced team in the entire NFL. It's offense to defense. The fact that they allowed. Hold on. What's the total yardage here? 410 total yards to the Carolina Panthers.
Your boy,
kidding me.
Your boy Ted McMillan did his thing today. I don't know, dude. Like that. Like, when was the last time we could really sit there and say Dallas had a ferocious defense? I couldn't tell you.
Probably growing up.
Yeah, and even then, like, it was good, but it's
never been like, oh fuck, we got to play Dallas's defense. Like, it's just not them. Like, I've known them for offensive line, run game, receiving core at times, but Dallas's defense has never been like terrifying.
And here's the issue though. They'll spend money. They'll draft defensive players like Mozzie Smith a couple years ago. That hasn't panned out at all.
No.
It's just like a continuation of just bad. Absolute bad.
And this year it's banged up too. It's not. And the offensive line is banged up as well. And so the Cowboys feel to me like I have that tie on there. So I think they feel like a very 7-8-1 team to me. Which is right around where we had them at. I think we both had them at 6-11. So it's right around the spots where we had them. Now the other 6-11 team that we picked that went against the grain with a lot of people was the San Francisco 49ers. And so far they're proving us wrong.
Yeah, they are.
But today, I think we were a little wrong on them. But today, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they beat that ass down in South Florida today. And so, and I have a question for you, Zeke Wager. Are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the best team in the NFC as of today? Because I can't think of anyone better.
In the NFC?
Yes.
No, I'm still taking Detroit.
I don't love how banged up that secondary is.
I don't either. I think their defense sucks. But here's the thing: that offense can put up volume unlike anybody. As well as now, Mike Evans is still hurt. Chris Godwin is banged up. Ibuka hurt his hamstring today.
The Ibuka injury is big.
And all of the Mike Evans and Godwin have always been guys who have a history of being banged up. So that's going to be hard for him. I get the fact that Baker stays in every game and he's gritty, and that's all great. But when it really is going to come down to, I just don't think they'll have enough when it's going to matter in January. I mean, listen, I respect what they're doing. I have respect for them, but I'm just keeping it honest.
I mean, I think it's impressive that they haven't scored less than 20 points in a game all year, and so like, they're staying steady, they're staying consistent, and I think it's safe to say that both Tampa Bay and Detroit are better than Philly at this point.
Well, I mean, you look at Philly, that whole locker room's falling apart. You look at A.J. Brown, he said the whole thing about, because, Jalen Hurts and Saquon said they had a meeting with him or whatever, like an hour-long meeting. A.J. Brown's like, I don't know about no meeting.
That whole thing was very fucking weird. And
it's like, oh, boy. This is not good. This is not good.
Now, you know who else? I forgot to say this. We were talking about the Ravens, but that's also kind of happening with them.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry came out today and put the offensive line on blast. Staff on blast. And look, AJ Brown. When AJ Brown talks, I don't really listen because he yaps all the fucking time. So I don't really care. But when Derrick Henry comes out and has something to say, I'm gonna listen because he's usually pretty much keeps to himself as far as media attention and putting quotes out there goes.
Right.
And so when he came out and said something today, that I was like, all right, things are a little off kilter in Baltimore right now. And so that's another team. Just the internal dynamic is off. And that's why I think the mountain feels really high for both of those teams. I mean, even a team like San Francisco coming off a loss today, I'm like, all right. Like when the Rams lost to San Fran Thursday Night Football, I was like, all right, it's tough losing at home, but it doesn't define the season for me. That Philly loss to the Giants on Thursday when Baltimore lost to KC, it felt very definitive of like where both of those teams were heading.
Well, I'm sorry, like the whole thing, like at the goal line with the Dory Jackson, he runs up and just throws his shoulder and doesn't attempt to really.
Yeah, what is this? What is that?
It's like, all right, so do we just not care? I mean, Dory Jackson's garbage anyway, but if this is what we're gonna do the whole season, then just pack it up because that's pathetic. That's pathetic for a lot of those guys on there that work their ass off to get that kind of effort, And now they're in a spot where it's a Dory Jackson, it's Keely Ringo, it's bad.
Yeah, it's Philly's not in an ideal situation right now, and neither is Baltimore. But we've got. I'd say at this point, what do we have? Probably 5-10 minutes left here. I want to preview some of what we have coming.
Okay.
Tonight, we've got the Chiefs and the Lions. The Chiefs are at home; they're favored by 2.5. Who do you like in this one?
Honestly, I don't even know if I do have a pick for you this one because I'm going back and forth on this one all day. Do I see Pat Mahomes losing back-to-back primetime? I don't know. That's a tough one. It's hard to bet against him. But again, Lions offense, man, can move the ball.
Yes. My boy Amon-Ra.
Especially running the ball. The Chiefs are not a very good run defense, and you got Gibbs and Montgomery, dude. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. I can't pick a side in this one. I just can't. I can't. I go back and forth all day. I want to. If I had to lean, I'd go Kansas City.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. This one's gonna be tough.
I'll tell you, I'm leaning Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm going 23-17 Chiefs.
Yeah.
For this one.
You don't even think Detroit's going to crack 20 points.
I think that Kansas City's defense is stingy. Now it could be it could be a 28-24.
Okay. All right.
Or it could be a 30-27. But I just think it's going to be a close game that Kansas City pulls off at home. Because, like you said, I don't see Patrick Mahomes losing 2 prime times in a row. I don't see Detroit, as banged up as they are, going into Arrowhead and getting a win. And so my gut leans Kansas City for this one. Tomorrow night is doubleheader action.
Yeah, which they got to stop this shit. So you're going to give us back-to-back garbage.
It's Bills and Falcons, which I know who I'm picking in that one. The Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Because I'm not very high in the Falcons at all. I think they're probably the most inconsistent team in the NFL.
Michael Penix that's rough. That whole thing is rough.
That situation, the whole Kirk Cousins thing is rough. I especially the Bills coming off an embarrassing loss to a division rival on prime time. That team, that's like kicking the beehive right there. And
I'll tell you this right now though, Bijan's gonna have a good game tomorrow.
I agree. Against that defense, I agree. I think Bijan will be. I could see Bijan having up near 130 tomorrow night. I think 120, 130. I think he could ball.
All right. I like it.
Because I think they'll be reliant on him too.
Right.
But there was a time when I was a young lad where I threw a rock at a hornet's nest and I hit the hornet's nest.
Of course you did.
And it broke, and all of the bees came flying out one by one, and one hit me right in between the eyeballs.
Oh.
And stung me in the face. I'm like the Atlanta Falcons, and that bee is the Buffalo Bills. That's what's going to take place tomorrow. It's a pissed off fucking beehive. Atlanta's going to shake it, and the bees are going to come flying out.
And then we get to watch your boy, who you actually started painting your nails because of this guy. He does do it.
Is the day that the Jets win the Super Bowl.
I have seen you paint on your fingernails, GOAT, because you think you're the greatest of all time. I mean, listen, I respect the confidence, my friend, but painting the fingernails is a little much.
Look, I'm not the guy that goes out in public wearing aqua and blue all the time. So
aqua's a great color, and it's aqua and orange. Thank you.
Or aqua. That's what I meant. Aqua and orange. Those are those are quite zesty colors, I must say.
Whoa! I am a lot of things. Zesty is not one of them. I can promise you that.
Zesty color scheme.
No.
So there's Bears and Commanders tomorrow night. I'm leaning Commanders.
Yeah. All I will say, Commanders defense is icky.
Yeah, icky's a good word for it. But Tyreek Stevenson was talking a little bit about this game going into it. Reflecting on the fail Mary last year.
Oh, yes.
And I think that at the Commanders run it back here. It's the way they stagger this from a schedule standpoint. The Bills game starts at 6:15 my time, and then this one starts at 7:15. So I don't fucking know. Like it's just
they're doing too much.
Yeah, I believe they're doing it the following week too.
Yeah, but we've already done it twice already.
Well, yeah, because the first one was when we had we had an early game and a late game. So remember that
Tampa, Houston, and then Chargers, Raiders.
Yeah, the Chargers, Raiders started at fucking 9:15 my time. So here I am on the couch at 11:30 my time, which would have been 12:30 yours. Watching this, and I sat here. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I've got to wake up in the morning, and it hurt. And I stayed up to watch nothing because Geno Smith threw like 2 fucking interceptions.
Geno Smith sucks.
Yeah, don't even get me started on that fucking. Oh, that's what we're gonna end the show on. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, it's 7-11. So Jerry's final thought. Here's Brian's final thought. The fucking Tennessee Titans are my final thought. Here, let me pull up the stats here. 20-10, they lose to the Las Vegas Raiders.
That's right.
Cam Ward got sacked 6 times. Absolutely fucking insane. The offensive line sucks ass. So when Cam Ward comes out and says, we ass, that motherfucker ain't lying. Didn't have a terrible day. Went 26 for 38, 222 yards, but it all means nothing when you have pressure in your face all the time. You have terrible play calling, which seems to continue to be the fucking case. And Tony Pollard can't get north of 34 fucking yards.
Oh, Calvin Ridley got hurt today, too.
What's that?
Calvin Ridley got hurt today, too.
Calvin Ridley got hurt. It just never fucking ends. And so, Van Jefferson's their leading receiver. It's going to get me fucking started. And that's what we'll end with is the injuries today. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Fred Warner's confirmed out for the season.
Yeah, I feel bad for my boy Fred. I love Fred Warner.
Oh, I love Fred Warner too. He's a dog.
It's rough out there. I mean, even going into today, for it to even happen. I mean, it's every year. It always feels like there's a lot of injuries, but this is a year, dude, where the injury bug is around. It's bad.
Puka Nacua and Emeka Buka, 2 of the best receivers in the NFC this year.
Yeah, I want to say Puka went back in at one point.
I think Puka may be all right,
but even he didn't look the same when he went back in.
No, it's been. I'm trying to see if I'm missing anybody else who got hurt today, but yeah, there were a lot. Sam Darnold and the Seahawks are comfortable again. JSN is really finding his groove. That was one little side note I wanted to make before we end here. Just wanted to shout out the Seahawks, and it's really starting to take off in the Northwest with both the Seahawks and the Mariners, who are playing Zeke's Blue Jays starting tonight.
Let's go Blue Jays. I can't wait. I didn't look into it, but I don't know if we're gonna get my boy back, Bo Bichette.
I don't think they are.
He's hurt.
I know, which is unfortunate. They still beat the Yankees without him. But
if we had him.
Look, I just want a Blue Jays Brewers World Series. I would love that.
Well, the Dodgers are going to the World Series.
No, don't speak those words on this show.
Listen, I'm a realist, damn it.
I believe in censorship on this show. Damn it, I'm censoring you.
Oh, well, too bad. How about you cry me a river so I could swim in it?
We will not speak high of the Dodgers on this show. Hell no.
Hey, it's going to be the reality, pal. Hopefully it's my Blue Jays. I can take them down for you.
Unfortunately, you're probably right about the Brewers thing, but I'm trying to be an optimist, damn it.
At least, hey, one of us has to be.
Fuck, I know. This is that's why the dynamic of the show is great. You've got the optimist and the realist. I mean, I'd say that I'm quite a realist too, but you know.
You are.
The optimism gets to me sometimes.
It does.
Well, thank you all for tuning in here. We have 5 minutes until kick. So we're going to wrap it here, and we'll be doing the show every week now. So stay tuned.
Right.
Have a great day, y'all.
Have a good one.